Mike Callaghan. I'm head of brand and partnerships at FCP Euro.
Yeah. Uh, if you know.
How you doing?
Good man. It's been a busy fall over here.
Didn't make it out to Treff Punks.
No, no, I was very close to going. I kind of just kept going back and forth on it, but didn't go out. I'm bummed. I was just talking to them today and just like, man, so much FOMO here. I wish I wish I just went for it.
I'm watching all the posts. Like, man, Brian dropped me a note, and I was like, man, I'd love to make it work, but I hadn't really thought of a good angle or reason to go. And then I thought of a really great one today, but today's a day late, so
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to get the van out there for it.
that would have been rad.
Yeah. Would have been a good support vehicle.
Yeah, I'm currently trying to buy a TT in NorCal. Like, I could have gone out there and just taken delivery of it and driven down.
Oh
It
man.
might have been like a year or two too new for. I think it was what, all 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
Jason would let me pass on that one. I don't know. But
You could have I think you could have got a pass, I think. Yeah.
right?
Was it Mark 1 TT?
Yeah, it's like a really clean aviator gray over gray. So not exactly my first choice in combo, but same owner since like 2011. It's got like it's nicely built, no rust. Looking for a car that I can like have my daughter drive and learn manual on and whatever. And it's like it's 5Gs, man. It's like I don't know what the miles is. It's very well maintained. It's all that really matters. And it's got coils on it, like not modified within an inch of its life, but like what's
Yeah.
been done has been adult done and you
Nice.
know improved. So
That's awesome. I would
yeah,
love one. My wife's down too, so been looking around casually for a good TT.
there is a you want a convertible or you want to.
I I kind of want a convertible. I kind of miss having a convertible now.
I would be very jealous if you do it, and so would my daughter because she's into F1 and she's hugely into McLaren right now. There's a Papaya 140 grand miles, like I don't know, but it's a Papaya VR Roadster
Whoa.
baseball glove in Pottstown right now. It just popped up on Facebook Marketplace
In
today.
Pottstown?
Yeah. Will Barber just sent it over to me today, and he's like, I think he's trying to get me to like flake on the guy in NorCal who's been totally cool while I try and sell my V8 coupe. Um,
That's crazy you're selling that.
dude, you can only have so many projects, right? Like it's
Yeah.
never gonna. It's been sitting down at Audi Wilmington for like 2 years, and now it's got fueling issues because it's been sitting so long. Like I feel like it's wasted on me at this point. And as much as I want to build it, like I've got an Air Quattro I want to get done.
Yeah.
Like it just can't do it all, and I'm probably gonna regret the hell out of sending it, but
Yeah. Now I'm looking for the TT in Pottstown.
I can send you the link.
I need a flower vehicle first for the wife before
A
that though.
flower vehicle?
Yeah, she's got a little
That is
flower biz, so we've been talking about doing like a I don't know, like a Mark 1 truck or a K truck situation or a T3 Soka.
T3
Also,
Doke would be sweet.
yeah.
Probably like is an Iltis not big enough for flower truck duty,
Wow, that is
right? And the
what?
price.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
That's and it's like around the corner. I don't have to go to California to do it. I will have more in the $5,000 one by the time it gets here,
You would, yeah.
but I
Um,
know what it is,
if you get that one when you're done with it, I'll buy it off you then.
right?
Wow,
But
that's
this one you
awesome.
mean after I fix all the shit that's wrong with it. It clearly has suspension on it. Who knows what?
Wow, that's a really good one. Yeah.
I'm seeing some like looks like some amber lights under the intakes on the front.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
It's automatic.
yeah, all the VRs are, but that's a good invitation for a manual swap because then you'd have this amazing drop top R32.
Yep.
And it has black baseball glove, which is pretty rare.
Yeah. I've actually I can't remember the last time I've seen black baseball glove.
Yeah, really well spec'd car.
That's very tempting. I would like an automatic because my wife does can't drive manual. So
Oh, then there you go. That's even more I mean, it's Gen 1 DSG, so it is what it is, but
yeah, yeah. Maybe I'll see if they'll trade for a 5,000.
maybe.
I don't know
Anyway,
why. It's tough. Like I'm gonna sell the 5,000, but I just don't know
All right.
what to even price it at. Is it worth 1,500 or 8 grand? Who knows?
Dude, it depends on the buyer.
Yep.
I, I had a guy when I was selling my 4,000. Well, sorry, we'll get into the podcast. Bullshit. I had a guy and he came to me. I had a really nice like 84 4,000, like the small bumper car, US spec, no rust, like one not super low miles. It was like 150, 160,000 maybe, but it was like crazy good shape, like amazing survivor.
Yeah.
And a good 80 Quattro in Germany is like a $50,000 car. A good 4,000 in Germany is probably a 20 to $30,000 car.
Yeah.
And a guy from Connecticut hits me up. He's like an old Audi guy, and he's like, I've always wanted one of these. What do you want for it? And I was like, well, I'm saying 25, 20 to like my friends, and I know that's crazy money for a 4,000, but I also know I can sell it to Germany and make that money. So
Yeah.
and he's like, 20 seems really steep. Can you do any better? And I said, no, I'll sell it to Germany. And you know, you're not really a friend, but I'll give you the friend number, right? Because you're an Audi
Yeah.
guy. And he wanted it so badly. He's like, I'll let you know. He buys a new dash because mine had some cracks in it for $900, and then he proceeds to offer me 12. And I was like, again, car's not for sale.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
so like usually it's not really a negotiating situation because like here's what I'll sell it for. So I ended up selling it to 20. It's in Munich now, but like,
Oh, nice.
right? I think find Europeans, and
Mhm.
that's where the money is on these cars.
That's a great call. I didn't even think of that.
I had a guy who works at Audi and knew I had it, and he wanted it. So,
Yeah.
but like, you have anybody over there you can put the word out to. I could probably put the word out to some people too, just people looking for an affordable classic.
That'd be sweet.
Is it a turbo?
Nope. 5,000 S. It's Quattro manual, 97,000 miles or
Oh,
94,000.
that's quite
Yeah.
low.
Yeah, and it's got every possible like accessory and everything still with it, which is awesome.
Yeah. Plus period correct Thule rack, right?
I have that. Yeah, I have the roof basket too, which is like super hard. It's an Audi basket, really
Do
hard to
you
find.
really?
Yeah, yeah. And then I
It was
do
like an
have
Audi accessories basket.
yeah, yep. That's what's on it now. And then I have brand new in the box. The first fit kit from Thule was actually for Audi 5000.
Oh, no joke.
Have that like sealed in a box, and then I have like the Olympic snow carrier, the ski carrier too, in a box. Yeah.
Never took them out.
Nope, haven't even opened them yet. Yeah.
Wanted them for the car.
I want them for the car, and I'm like, if I choose to go down that route, I have suspension and everything for it too. I was gonna go all out on it, but yeah, we'll see.
Dude, I'm there on the Coupe S, right? Like it's the same thing where like I have every reason to want to do it. I just don't have the like I could afford to do it. I just don't want to burn the money because I don't think it's gonna be worth on the back end to do something nicely nowadays. Your car sounds much nicer. Mine is a somebody who wants to wrench on it themselves is set for this car. So all
Nice.
right, man. Well, Papaya TT, you should
That thing is so good. Yeah,
it really is.
yeah,
It needs it needs coils that don't sit low in the back, but
yeah,
otherwise.
yeah. Thing's great. Might be going to Pottstown.
Well, you should know somebody there who could literally go look at it
True.
for you and
Yeah,
probably knows plenty about it, right?
and store it for as long as needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hide it from people who wouldn't be happy if it were to come into the family before a flower truck comes into the family. Anyway, I have some stuff I wanted to come at you with, if that's okay.
Agenda. All right. All right.
Yeah. Eventually, I'd like to get into, or the reason I reached out to you, right, is because we both have this shared experience of buying an Audi exclusive car through CarMax.
Yep. So
So,
good.
so it's like, well, so like this podcast sort of does it does I do it on the Audi site, but I also do it on Taylor Driver. So I'm kind of anytime I can find one that's like somebody cool to talk to who can bridge both is even better because I can run it on.
Nice.
But so yeah, that's kind of my what loosely I want to work towards in this conversation. But I guess I wanted to start first with like kind of your background. I think I met you first at Long Roof Rally. We were both driving lowered built all roads at the
Yeah. Yep.
V8s.
Yep.
And you were at Thule, but probably doing cool stuff before Thule too. But that's what I
Yeah.
mentioned.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say like how far back should I go? Because before I was at Burton Snowboards for 5 years, and then I lived in the city for a few years managing stores, and then before that I managed a custom shop for summers and then built snowboard parks in the winter. So I could go as far back as like 2003, starting
Custom
there.
shop. Custom shop for what?
Cars mostly started as a mini truck shop and then turned into all different types. We were bagging a ton of cars back then. Did the first like WRX on air. That
2003?
that was probably '04 or '05 that we did the
Yeah.
WRX. Yeah. VIP style, a lot of VIP style cars. Yeah. Metal wide.
Bags that early is really early.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
at least in that scene.
Yeah.
That's, I guess like low rider scene, maybe not, but
Yeah. Yeah. It was like transitioning into cars because it like the guy that started it was a mini trucker. So
did you know Scotto at the time?
I didn't, but it's funny. He shot a car for rides with a cover car that we built, and we didn't know that. And then when we met each other, I was like, we were chatting, and it came up of that, and I was like, yeah, the wide body Infinity with the Bentley headlights that you shot at Queens at Flushing. It was like the whole like, yeah, we built that. I met that guy. Like he brought him in. It was like the first VIP car that we built. It's so funny. But
Huh.
yeah, small world. But I didn't know him. We used to go to Carlisle a bunch though, to the
Did
import.
you?
Yeah, we had like we'd bring like 20 cars to Carlisle.
For the import event?
Yep. Yeah.
That would have been like those early days probably would have been what? Because in the old days it was like there was like the import compact show, and then there was like
Yeah.
a rando import one that was like it's the nerdier one that I felt like the import one was pretty. It was huge growth. It was doing very well at the time, and the import one was like how they kind of took everything that didn't fit. So it was like imports and kit cars. So you had like Fiero guys there.
No, it was like the compact. I was there the year that it hit the fan and the helicopters and
Oh, geez,
people beating up cops and stuff. It's
it
crazy.
went it went a little nuts. It was nuts the year I was there, but I don't remember helicopters and cops.
Yeah, that was like the burnout pit. That was people were like holding cars back when people were trying to leave and making them do burnouts, and then somebody chased a cop, and then the helicopter came. It was like jumped the fence and beat a cop up. It was crazy.
That was
Carlisle was nuts, man.
yeah. Well, that import scene was nuts. Like I had a friend who did another show here in Hershey, and it was like he said the money was incredible, but it was so chaotic that
Yeah, I used to go to that Hershey one.
did you?
It was in
Import
there was
wars?
like a convention center, right, or something.
There was one at Hershey Park in the lot, and then I think that one eventually moved to the Harrisburg
Yeah,
Farm Show Complex.
yeah, yeah.
I think I was at that one. I think I was only there 1 year maybe, but I was there with Sweet Speed. We had a couple Volvos.
Yeah, we built a Volvo that was like on Sweet Speed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a red S40,
Yeah.
like right when they first came out, and we did the like the vent on the fender that I forgot the company that started it. Somebody in a tuning company in Sweden did it, and I remember the kid like brought it to us, and I was like, I want to do this. And so we did like the full metal, like it was just kind of this really subtle like scoop on the fenders, and we ended up
Huh.
like working with Heiko Tuning.
Yeah, Heiko Sportive. They were
Yeah,
German.
yeah, they sponsored it, and that was cool. That was a fun one.
That was a great time at Volvo because like they had like legit performance cars and
Yeah,
it seemed like cared about. Yeah, we could go on all night about
yeah, they
Volvo,
were into it.
right?
Yeah, yeah. The shop actually started in Northeast PA. It's called Dreammakers Customs. I don't know, maybe you heard of it, but it was up in
Yeah.
like the Dallas area
Okay.
where it started, then moved up to Binghamton. So funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a small world. A
yeah.
small industry, put it that way.
Here we are, still messing with cars.
It doesn't really leave your play like
20 years later, plus, yeah,
right. Like that was one of the things my biggest regrets of like watching what happened with Tref Punks this weekend is like it looked like what I enjoyed about.
yeah, yeah. Truck Punks looked, yeah, it was exactly that kind of the way it should have been, right? The way it was back in the early 2000s, just going out cruising, like the right people, the right cars. It seemed really,
Right.
yeah,
Like H2O before H2O was a dirty word.
yeah, yeah.
All right. So in the city, doing some cars, doing Burton snowboards.
Yep, yep.
Then Thule next.
Thule next, yeah. So I moved from Brooklyn up to Burton. I was managing the Burton Soho store. And then I went up there and I worked in marketing for about 5 years, and I opened up a bunch of Burton stores, flagship stores, and licensed stores all over the place. Did all the events and visual merchandising and stuff. And then yeah, I had a headhunter called my wife because she does visual merchandising also.
Hmm.
Uh, and it was more hard goods focused. And um, she was like, called me and was like, "Hey, I think you should call this recruiter. This job is like perfect for you. It's a hard goods, it's merchandising." And I was like, "Oh, what's the company?" She was like, "Thule." I was like, "No way." Like I've always been a Thule fan as long as I've owned a
Right.
car. Like my roommate, it was like Thule versus Yakima. I'd like take his car and I would drive it like a couple blocks away because I was like, "Get that Yakima out of the driveway."
Really?
Yeah.
Even then, that brand focus. Well, I
Yeah.
remember. I think I bought a Jeep out of college and I put Yakima on it for some reason. I don't know if they were doing OEM stuff with Jeep. I can't remember why I would have chosen it. But
Yeah,
then once I
probably.
got back into Volkswagen, everybody was like, everything was compatible with Thule, right? Thule was OEMing for Volkswagen for so
Oh
long,
yeah, totally.
like Jetta Trek era stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Those are the good days. Yeah, so I moved from Vermont down here to Connecticut for Thule. I was there 7 years. I started as like kind of merchandising design manager, and then so like events and retail and trade show stuff, and then I was director of marketing for the last 5 years or so, and super fun. Thule's a great brand, great people. It was super fun, like traveling the world and building Thule stores, and like setting that whole vision for that whole program, which they're still opening stores like eight,
Really?
yeah, around the world with the same concept that I designed, which was super cool. So
So they're Thule specific stores?
yeah, yeah, yeah. There's right before I left, opened the first one in the US, which is in Denver, which is still open. But yeah,
Makes
I
sense.
opened stores in Stockholm, Malmo, Sweden, a couple in Brazil,
Wow.
like where else? Costa Rica. But ever since then, they've been opening. I think they've been like they opened a ton in Asia, a bunch in Europe. So it's cool. I still friends with people there, and I'm seeing them traveling around opening stores. It's great.
Are there any on the East Coast?
No,
No.
no, no.
Got to go to Denver.
Yeah, yeah.
No. All right.
Yeah,
So,
it's tough. Everybody still has me as Thule Mike in their phones. So
do they? I
yeah. Yeah, it's
guess
fun.
that's where you met most of us. It's definitely when you met me.
Yeah, yeah, that's where I'm at. Yeah. Met a lot of good people there. So
I loved how you were always really supportive of events like Long Roof Rally, right? Like
yeah.
Thule was such a. It just seemed crazy to me how many people would roll up there with like totally geared up.
Yeah. Once we
Oh,
got into it, like once I started getting Thule involved, it was so cool. Within like two or 3 years, it was like if you didn't have a roof box on your car, you couldn't even show up. It was it was like
do you think that's why? I will say this. So where was I that I was around a bunch of Avants, maybe there's some RS6s. It might have been. It was probably long, or it was probably RS6 Northeast RS6 Trevin.
yeah,
But like somebody asked me, well, I was driving an RS5 Sportback at the time, and I didn't have anything on the roof. But like, people were asking me, like, what's the deal with boxes? Like, are they full of stuff? Like here, no, they're empty. But like, do you think that's why? Because like a box on a wagon now is kind of you go to a car event, and it's like it's almost like a fashion statement. Like it's
totally. Yeah.
like I tended to only ever put mine on when I was going to the beach, and I wanted to load it up with sandy crap. But like,
Yeah.
it's. Do you think you can pat yourself on the back a bit for that?
I
Is that effective, Mike
I've been
marketing?
told I hate to pat myself on the back, but I have been told I had a
Had
very
a
good
hand.
hand in that, especially a couple of years ago. It was, like 4 or 5 years ago where it was like peak. It was
Right.
like I mean it's gone in waves, like 15 years ago there was the whole another roof rack trend and stuff. But yeah, it was at Thule, it was really one of those things where I intentionally did that. Like I killed some traditional advertising and was like, I'm taking $100,000 and I'm just seeding roof boxes out because we were launching a new roof box. And I'm like, just people I know and friends of friends and people that I knew were like building really sick cars, and I was just sending out free roof boxes. Just, I mean, those are the people that are going to talk about their car and post about it.
Right.
Like a normal consumer of a Thule roof box, yeah, they use it when they're going on a trip and that's it. And they're not going out and taking beautiful photos of their car with it and putting it on the internet, where all these people were, right? It just like
Right.
added to the aesthetic of the car. And it was something where it just worked out super well. It was, um, yeah, definitely.
What's it's definitely like a. It seems to follow the customization theme too, and like people tend to tailor their cars around. Like they'll wrap it or they'll paint it to match.
Yeah.
It's not just taking it. I think that was like I don't know if I probably wasn't that cool with the roof box. I would throw the roof box on for long roof rally, but it just had some
Yeah.
stickers on it and some scuffs. Like it was like literally a used box that my kids beat up at the beach.
Yeah.
Um, but like the ones there were like so nice, like you wouldn't almost want to use them because they were so
Oh yeah,
awesome.
totally. Like people be spending 1,500, $2,000 to paint the roof box and like buffing it and it's
Yeah,
like it's cool to see. Yeah, it's awesome.
yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Yeah, all right. So Thule, and then you moved on to Hoonigan
Yeah,
Bros.
Wheel Pros Hoonigan. Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever they call it now.
yeah. Is that
Yeah.
should
Yeah.
we just glance over that or
No, it's cool. It was a crazy time. I won't go too deep on my time there, but um yeah, I kind of I knew Brian Henderson and a bunch of people there, and then Sam Dobbins went there, and a bunch of my friends were there, and it was like, oh wow, okay, you're like building the dream team here. Cool.
yeah?
Um,
They definitely were, right? Brian Henderson, by the way, like you and I both know them, but like Henderson was one of the guys who founded, with Jason Whipple, founded
yeah,
Rotiform
yeah,
Wheel Company, and Sam Dobbins is the illustrious
yeah,
photographer and
yeah.
calendar
The bearded
purveyor.
wonder. Yeah,
And
more than more productions, and yeah, he was at Boston, and then he was at Wheel Pros Hoonigan for a while, and
sorry, I forgot about the Boston gig.
yeah, yeah, that's where I met him. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I went there. It was a great crew. It was right before the Hoonigan acquisition. I went there a couple months before that, and it was like my first month on the job. I was at the sales meeting out in Beaver Creek, and it was like sitting at a table with Ken and Scotto, and this like I'm like, all right, this crew. We're gonna do some things here. Like we're gonna change some shit. It was cool. We did some cool stuff for a little bit there, and then yeah, and then I saw kind of what was coming down the pipeline as far as like the name change and things like that, and just saw it as an opportunity to get out of there. So they wanted me to move out to California because I was here in Connecticut still, and I was going out there about a week a month. And then with the name change coming up, they were had some big plans, and so they asked if I would go out there, and I was like, I'm all
Yeah,
set. Yeah, I'm
yeah.
good. And then I was already kind of having conversations and lunch with Scott, the CEO of FCP Euro, just for the course of like 6, 7 months, just kind of here and there checking in, and kind of hinted that I was ready to leave Wheel Pros Hoonigan, and kind of we made it work. So here I am.
It's been interesting to watch FCP sort of in their own way and differently has also been building a bit of a dream team and building a presence that really kind of goes well beyond like typical just part sales, right? In the
Yeah.
space, like the online presence, the amount of content you guys are putting out that like really kind of engages and shows what to do with what you're selling, and helping people kind of maintain their cars. Is a lot of that. I know some of that was in motion before. Is some of that what you're involved in? Or are you more still
Yeah.
with merchandising and
No, yeah, same. Overseeing up until a few months ago, we just hired a head of content, which is awesome. Brad came in, he's great because we're scaling content just more and more. When I came in, I've been here almost 2 years. I think in a couple weeks it'll be 2 years. But it was all of marketing with the exception of digital marketing.
okay?
And content, we kind of split that up. So yeah, content is huge for us. It's like super important to what makes us different and stand out from everybody. And we've actually this year been going really hard on the content. We now have about, I think it's 12 people on the content team.
Do you really?
Yeah, we had a garage that was also our marketing office, that was also a functional garage, and we would shoot in the
Really?
corner for years. So I put together this whole plan this year where we ripped everything out, redid the whole space, and now it's three separate studios. And it's
Uh,
really intentional to we have a filmer and a mechanic for each set now, and they're just filming away every day. It's super cool to see, like putting that whole production, like this is cool. We had one guy doing DIYs before, and it was a little scrappy, but getting it done. And now we hired some professional techs, and they're filming 4 days a week and just pumping out content
uh.
for our customers. It's huge for us.
And you guys maintain, I know you had a bunch of project cars over the years, but I've seen more recently and probably where I'm going in this conversation eventually, right, is the purple S5 Sportback that y'all have. It's primarily how to, or is it how to maintenance, or is it build, or is it all of the above?
Kind of all the above. The build stuff we haven't been doing a lot of this year. We're really focused on the DIY content because that really helps. It helps our business in the long run, right? It's
Right.
content. It's funny because I had Scotto come in and he was helping us with some YouTube consulting earlier this year, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, which also he's such a genius in that space.
Is he?
Yeah, it's super cool. Like, everybody's like, wow, he is really like way gnarlier on the business side than we thought. Like we thought he's like this kind of, funny character and he comes in just
Right.
facts. But he was kind of like, wow, you guys are the opposite of everybody else on YouTube, where everybody else tries to get views right away, get their content like immediately, getting shared and getting in the flywheel. And then for us, doesn't really matter the long like right away. It's for us, it's the 10-year curve where we're building content that's made to it'll get 100,000 views, but it's going to take 10 years to get there, and that's
And
perfect.
I'd imagine then the strategy too is it's a back catalog that keeps on giving versus just
Exactly.
trying to peak early and then,
Exactly.
stuff falls off and just churn, 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 churn.
Yep. We're just stacking the catalog, and now we do it very intentionally by chassis. So we have this whole new approach that we've been really going hard on this year, where the product team basically they chose 8 kind of key chassis for this year that are like right in our bell curve, where 5 to 7 years old, starting to end up in the second owners or coming out of warranty. That's really our sweet spot. That's when people start needing parts and like, maybe I can do this myself because I don't have a warranty anymore. So we now target those and they build out the catalog side really intentionally with the right kits and all the parts that
Right.
uh, the best options for that chassis. And then we go out and buy that car and then we film, 40, 50 pieces of content with it. And then sometimes have some fun, do a little build with it as well. It's really cool to be like that intentional with it because before it was really an opportunistic scenario where somebody had a broken car and they would bring it in and fix it and film it. Now it's
Sure.
like we have a whole crazy plan before we even have the car here of, all the DIYs and content we'll shoot with it. So I
Right.
do think
More strategic, like kind of spectrum coverage.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've
And
been
we
appreciating like your B9 guides, like caught a couple of there's one, I don't know her name, I'm sorry, but there's a woman on your channel who did like a B9 guide that was like, I don't know, I found myself learning stuff. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
I'd like to think,
yeah,
but well
yeah,
researched.
yeah, definitely. The guides are huge for us. Yeah. That's Marissa. She's new this year. Yeah. Yeah. So she's new on the catalog team. So it's cool to bring in um people on the product catalog team that are actually building it out and bringing them onto camera and talking about it because they are like we're nerds. They are they are the
Right.
true nerds. Yeah, they're in
Did
the
they
car.
enjoy it? Did they take to that? Like if that's like their main day then is working on the catalog, right? But so
Yep.
you pulling them into on-air talent and did they transition well? She seemed pretty natural at it.
Yeah,
But
yeah, they
like,
do. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. We're pretty lucky. We have a really good crew of people that can, be in the catalog, like Nathan Brown, another one. He's
Yeah, Nate's.
in the catalog every day, right? He's the
Right.
director for Volkswagen Audi group for us for the catalog side, and then he can turn it on, be on camera, and crush it.
So,
Yeah.
so before we move on from FCP, like I guess let's cover the shtick there. That like not shtick, but like what you guys are known for, right? There's hugely wide catalog.
Yep.
I mean, you tell me, right?
What am I, the brand marketing guy or something?
Right.
Yeah.
No,
Um,
honestly, I was just watching a podcast today, and I have a pet peeve for like the podcast where like the guy asks the question and just keep going and going and going. Just shut up and let me listen to the guy. I'm
yeah.
doing that now, so it's ironic.
Yep, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so FCP, obviously, we're known. Yeah, the catalog having just really super in-depth catalog for cars that most people ignore. And we just continue to build and build on that. Obviously, like 80s, 90s BMWs and Volvos was a big sweet spot for us, but now we are really focused on a lot of modern chassis like 2016, 2018, and newer is that's where we're seeing a lot of growth there. So
And you said 5 to 6 years, so like a 2020 at this point is off warranty, and
yeah, which
how
is
tight?
still it's like makes me feel really old to say that. Like it's like
You're
it's
not
wild.
kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are coming right into our sweet spot where we have a 2021 X3 that we just wrapped up as a project car, and building out that whole catalog and content. And we got a Mark 8R now also that we have in the shop. So
Mark 8.
yeah, so now we're trying to get ahead of the curve too with a lot of the content and kind of knowing what the most the vehicles with the most VIO that and also ability the owners have the ability or want to DIY is also really important. So, like an
Right.
M will always be a staple for us because those owners they do get more hands-on than somebody that's just driving a 330xi
Right.
or so.
So
Um,
GTI and Golf are sweet spot for that as well, I'd
for
imagine.
sure. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Um, Also well known for our lifetime replacement guarantee. It's a staple of ours. So we started that. It's become a little bit of a standard in the industry. We had some people that followed suit that
Have there
went
been?
off it and started doing it as well, which is cool. But ours is probably the most not lenient, but the most let's say holistic, where it's true you can buy oil from us and just keep returning that same oil for 10 years.
Do do you have like I think of like LL Bean and the Beans Boots stuff, right? And they would have customers who would like literally would wear those things out and send them in like 10 years later,
Yeah.
worn to hell, and that just came in. So do you have people who actually send oil back pretty regularly and like to
Oh
that
yeah.
level
Oh
of
yeah.
granularity?
Yeah, totally. There's a lot. It's pretty funny. It's either they don't touch it at all ever or they use it all the time. Where we do have customers. We have a list of customers that have become negative in the profit side.
But they're probably
It's
selling their friends. So
oh, it's great. Yeah, I mean, we love it. We're like, yeah, this person gets it, right? Like they're one of us.
you're
Yeah.
giving me ideas because I got a set of poly bushings that I bought from y'all for my Quattro that didn't fit it, and they're sitting on my desk at my office. Will never probably get sent back to you, but if they do,
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I think I have parts in my garage still from 10 years
right?
from FCP Euro that
Maybe 10 years from now, if I ever get off my ass, I can send them back and they'll get in line with the guy for the oil and I'll get
yep.
my cash back.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
great.
Yep. It's cool because we have the pickup center here in Connecticut and you'll see I saw the other day a guy rolled in with like a giant cart. There was probably like 30 bottles of liquid moly on it.
Really?
Just and I could tell this was sitting outside like by his shed for like years. It was like the most haggard bottles, just so gross, and just rolling it
Yeah.
in. It's like, all right, yep, payday.
Liquid gold.
Yep. Literally, yeah.
Right.
Yep.
That is funny.
Yeah. Yep. Um, and
Well, I mean,
also I'd say for FCP Euro, another a big thing for us is our customer service is really, really important. Um, that's the other piece that like, especially Scott, our CEO, he really stands behind that. And um, he is all about like, he's, almost maniacal about the customer experience and making sure they can get somebody on the phone and answer a question and get the right answer from somebody who knows what they're talking about.
right.
Um, and that's really cool to me from, worked for a bunch of really big brands. And to have, a CEO who's still he's been there, him and Nick, were the ones that turned it into what it is and have been there for, 20 something years doing the thing. And they're just so focused on the customers and he reads every email he gets from customers and he
Does he really?
he's always like and we have a bunch of G-chat groups and he's always in there screenshotting comments on Reddit and things like that like he really 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 cares. It's super cool.
Love it. I mean,
Yeah,
that's and the old cynic man in me nowadays too, right? Like is that's becoming harder and harder just to get a voice on the other side of the phone and
yeah,
get help.
yeah, yeah. We hired 25 customer service techs in the last 6 months and those are all people that have like really technical experience. That so if you call and say, "Hey, I have a question about this Volvo," we make sure we have people now that we can direct. Cool. Let me get so and so on the phone and transfer you over there. It's
Right.
it's cool. Yeah.
And then on top of that, you all have the events, right? Like you have the Lime Rock stuff, then you have West Coast stuff too.
Yep. Yep. So Sunday Motoring Meet is the event that started 4 years ago now by FCP Euro. It used to be in the parking lot, and then kind of they outgrew that. So started doing it at Lime Rock Park. and they just keep growing and growing. We're doing one this weekend. We're expecting about 1,300 cars, and then at Lime Rock. And then in 3 weeks, we'll be at LA. And then 2 weeks after that, we'll be doing it at our building in Arizona also. So
All
uh,
right.
it's cool. It's like those events have just they keep growing. We got the last one we did in LA, we had about 1,500 cars show up.
Like a
Which
helicopter place?
yeah, yeah, Robinson helicopter.
Is that where you're going again? The next
Yeah,
one?
yeah, yeah. The lot can hold, I think, 1,800 cars, so we're getting
Oh,
close to
nice.
capacity there. But
Are you
um,
really?
yeah, yeah. It's a good location. And it's just really cool to see. We've only done two there in LA so far. We'll keep doing two a year, like spring and fall. Um, but it instantly took off. It was the first one we did last year was such a shock to see. Like it was right after SEMA. So went straight from SEMA to there, and it was just crazy turnout. Like and everybody, Scotto and just a bunch of friends that live in LA that I know, they're all like, I've never seen any of these cars. Like, where are these people coming from? Like you
Right.
see the same people at all the cars and coffees here in SoCal, right? And it's everybody kind of stays with their group, and we just being so like open to all European makes, people were like
Right.
traveled for hours to come to it, which was super cool because I know
Now,
that's pretty unique for SoCal.
do you think some of it comes from just like your breadth of, I'm sure you're promoting it like hell to your audience
Yeah.
and your breadth, I'd imagine your list of customers at this point is probably so deep that you've
Yeah.
got like literally everybody who cares about their old European car is
Yeah.
probably bought
Yeah.
something from you.
It's so cool. Yeah. The Sunday Motor Meets to me are, I love them because you have the normal cars and coffee crowd, then you have like all the different genres of people tuning their cars, and then you have just the FCP Euro customers that has probably been buying from us for like 15 years and just rolls up in their stock XC70, and they're just so stoked to be
Right.
like, I'm doing it. I'm at FCP Euro. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Like it's awesome because you have the whole gamut, and then those guys are like the most hardcore. It's awesome.
Right. Right. Or I saw Audi Club put out their survey about Audi tradition, right? And that's always been a challenge for not to single out Audi because I think there are other brands that suffer from this too. But like having parts there to support cars that are the age we're talking about or older.
Yeah.
Audi tradition definitely does in Germany, but the challenge with the U.S. dealer law, is my understanding, is like one of the things that makes it a hindrance to make that stuff available in this market. And so, like, I mean, you guys are such a value, I think, to people with cars that age like that T2 we were talking about earlier, right? Like if you want to buy that, own it, maintain it, you need a source. And I'm curious if you guys find yourself almost fulfilling that. Is that a loaded question?
No, no, it's not.
No.
No, it's not loaded. Yeah. Like fill in a gap where the
Where
OEs
the
are.
manufacturer
Yeah.
may not be for whatever reason.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's not loaded at all. We do. Yeah. We can't always be there for every part.
Right.
I think the piece that that's really great for us is there's a lot of parts that are shared, especially in the 80s and 90s, especially in Volkswagen Audi, where
Right.
a lot of the parts cross over to for many years, using the same clip for 20 years. That helps for sure. But it's definitely something where I think it's cool for like Audi Classic if they want to start selling again, selling in the US. And there's a lot of rare stuff that we can't get at FCP or a lot of the trims and pieces like that that will really help people.
I think one of the biggest challenges for Volkswagen Group, in particular Audi, but other than Porsche, nobody's really got their shit together.
Yeah.
It is that like they don't really have the capacity or the patience to deal with warehousing, managing, dealing with. So what they're doing is shipping ones over from Germany, which
Yeah.
I guess works for Canada. Figuring that out and figuring out markup and everything else is I don't know, just like a bridge too far. I feel like there's this prime potential for at least with Audi, but I'd imagine others too, to just like somebody with an easy button to come in and be like, look, we'll get it done. You know what I mean?
Ah,
You're kind of,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. That's interesting. Maybe that's worth looking at.
Trying to make it work here in the US is I think just the community in general. I don't care who does it. You know what I mean? Personally,
Yeah.
it would
Yeah.
just be. Like who has the capacity to do it well? Clearly, as you're giving me your pitch on you guys, I'm like, why don't they
Yeah,
just hand it to FCP? I know
yeah,
that there's like some. Where did I hear this once? That I don't know. Like people get if it's non Audi or non Volkswagen stuff, and I wonder why they can't do it more of like an Amazon model where
yeah,
it's not an Audi certified part or whatever the hell you know it
yeah,
is, but maybe beggars shouldn't be choosers. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, totally.
where the alternative is nothing. I'm
Yeah,
happy to have a non-official part.
yeah, yeah. And that's where we have those relationships with all of those suppliers already, all of those brands. Like, it's cool that those brands like come to us to do their marketing, to help their marketing in the US. There's a
Right,
lot of brands like they don't have their regional office here in the US is a couple people, right?
right,
So that's a big like thing that we offer is we can, market brands that traditionally wouldn't, be that marketable here in the US.
right,
Like Corteco and Hengst and Elmering and a lot of brands where they sell a ton of products. It's in all your cars, but uh,
right.
they don't have a marketing arm in the US. So we try to help with that. Yeah.
Huh. Kind of reminds me of the old days with like people like Opt looking for Opt's a little different animal today, but like back then, I just remember like it seemed like Opt or any of the German tuners, Ottinger, whatever, would like set up a distributor in the United States, but really it was just like a dude with a tuning shop who wanted a really deep discount for himself. And was like, yeah, I'll sell to other people, but really
Yeah.
they didn't care. They just
Yeah.
wanted the really deep discount for their shop. And,
Totally. Yeah.
and what they needed was somebody with the infrastructure that you guys have. And
Yeah.
I guess now a lot of that stuff goes through like who's the big warehouser in Turn 14?
Turn 14. Yeah.
Yeah.
But their focus on performance, they wouldn't go into like the maintenance side.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's where you guys are probably perfect then for like an Audi
Yeah. That's what we do. We don't try to be performance. We
Right.
make changing your oil and keeping, replacing a trim you couldn't find. We make that cool. That's our sweet spot.
You can find trim I can't find.
We'll find it. We'll try to find it.
For real? Like if I found like a weirdo Audi part, like I just like a filter is probably like a set thing. Like
Yeah.
any 2OT is gonna have the same filter,
Yeah.
whatever, right? And maybe that you were talking about parts that go in all the cars. Like I remember that the Golf Mark IV cup holder. That thing was like the backseat cup holder in like every Audi up until not
Yeah.
not that long ago.
Yeah. Not long ago.
No,
Yeah.
surprisingly recent,
Wonder if we sell that. I'm sure we have some somewhere.
right? With the B4 Passat cup holder, that was the jam. Like that's what every Mark III kid, every Corrado
Yeah.
installed. I don't know if they still make those, but
Yeah.
yeah, anyway,
That's why I love Volkswagen Audi because it's like that type of thing where this cup holder from this car makes your car way cooler because it never gets
right? Like, dude, in my Mark III days, right? Like the Jetta, the Jetta VR had this. The American cars had those stupid little molded,
yeah.
like they'd hold a can, I think,
Yeah.
and you get the Euro bin that just didn't have any cup holders in it. So, but then you're still, I'm an American, so I'm still drinking something. So yeah,
Yeah.
we all did the B4 Passat cup holder,
Yeah.
and it was cool, I guess.
Yeah.
No, but I do love
Some
the
people.
Lego nature of it, right? Like, and how nerdy. I'm definitely one of those people. Like how nerdy people were at like discovering those parts.
Yeah.
Topher is, I'm a fan of like his
Yeah.
nerddom of like going down.
Love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got all the good stuff.
Do you deal with much OEM stuff? Like, I don't know where he gets his. Do you deal with much of the OEM stuff too?
Yeah. Yep.
Do you?
A lot. Yeah. Yeah. We get a lot of it from obviously dealerships in the US, kind of like through
Okay.
the network. But yeah, we have a ton of OEM.
Can you get the Euro parts?
I'm sure we could. We had like I know there's a few times we've like kind of jumped into that area and like gone and found parts that, from
There's a
Europe.
particular demand for.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, an opportunity. All right. Well, I want to talk about that exclusive. That's cool.
Yes, let's do it. Yeah.
So we're also on this Facebook group that's kind of an inside baseball club, but cars get posted in there. A bunch of us have bought cars in there, and uh, like I remember this mocha latte. Mocha latte is this color from Audi. This is I don't know what would you even call it, like a well,
It's
It does
mocha
kind of look
latte.
like a latte,
Yeah, yeah. It's a
like a milky
non-metallic.
latte.
Yeah, it's a non-metallic beige. It's been lovingly called hearing aid beige many times by my friends. Yeah.
That color, by the way, I remember Audi built C7 RS7 in mocha latte over brown. It was a really bold build. It was down at headquarters. And word is that at the time, the executives didn't like the name mocha latte, so they wanted to call it Desert Storm. And I was like, I don't know if that's a great translation.
It's not. No, no. Probably stick with mocha latte.
Right, that's what I would do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not that it was whatever, but military references in Audi probably,
You probably want to avoid that.
yeah. All
Yeah.
right, so this all road pops up and a CarMax in, do you remember where it was?
Virginia.
Was it in Virginia?
It's in Virginia. Yeah.
And I know we looked it up. It was an ex-corporate car.
Yeah.
Like somebody at HQ owned it. So
Yeah.
weirdo build, weirdo wheels, not like weirdo OEM wheels, but they weren't stock all-road wheels.
Yeah, there are the RS5 option wheels. So like the forged, like lightweight 19s.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know this because,
Because it's in my driveway. Yeah.
right, you bought
Not
it.
on those wheels anymore, but I have the wheels in my shed.
Do you really?
Yeah.
How many? We all do, right? We
Oh
all
yeah.
have those wheels.
Yeah.
Facebook Marketplace is the worst at selling those wheels. That's what FCP needs to get into is helping us offload our old wheels.
Yeah. That's for real. Yep.
Yeah. I'd pay somebody to take them away at this point. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
But I might. All right. So you buy this car. What color is it? It's not a brown interior, is it?
No, it's black interior.
Okay.
Yep. Black interior.
B9. Here, I can pull up a
Yep.
picture.
B9 Prestige. It's great. Yeah. That's when that got posted in the Facebook group. I know you commented on it. A few people are commenting on it. And
Kind of wanted it. I was kind of jealous of you when you moved on it.
I know I moved very quickly and
You
then I was
did.
like, oh man, I don't did I snake George? Like,
I resent you. I figured in like 10 years, I don't know, 10, how many years has it been? I'll
2 years.
hit you up, we'll have a conversation. I'll, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, it's been exactly I got it. It was 2 years ago last week I got it.
and all right. So the
Yeah.
trick there, I think, is I love the idea of it's kind of like a big kids Hot Wheels treasure hunt, like finding these cars out there and seeing them get posted. I'm on like a couple of groups. One of the ones I'm on is there's like an Audi exclusive Facebook group too on that's specifically that's Audi exclusive, and I'm sure there are. I know there's BMW individual one. I know they're out there for most, but like finding these cars that are like, I guess like you could almost say that like FCP Euro sweet spot cars too. Like they're like
Yeah.
second owner, or they're up for the first owner has traded it in now, like spent all the money, lost all the depreciation on it, and
Yep.
now it's like new enough to not be really beat, but
Yep.
and you can enjoy it. Might even still have some warranty on it, but like it's just a find. And so I think that's one of the things I loved about you and that car and getting it is, and CarMax couldn't not have known it was
No
any.
idea. Yeah. It's the only one made in that color. So like
Is it the only all-road?
yeah. Yep. So getting it through CarMax, you're not paying the one of one tax at all,
No.
which is like they don't know. They just think it's a stock all road, right? And that's why I jumped on that thing. I literally that day, as soon as it got posted, I paid the $200 deposit and had them ship it up to the Hartford CarMax, and they give you 2 weeks to buy it. And I was like, all right, if I can sell my all road in time, like I'm definitely gonna buy this thing. There's no reason not
Right.
to. Like I've always loved the B8.5. I had mine forever. Love that car. I did not like B9s, and then I saw this one, and I was like, "Oh man, this is like finally a B9 that I like."
Right.
Um, yeah, and so I they shipped it up to Hartford, and I listed my car the next day on Marketplace, and it was gone the next morning.
Was
Like,
it really?
yeah, kid came up from Brooklyn, bought it, asking price. He's great. We're still homies on Instagram. He drives up to
Stays
it
in
once
touch.
here, and yeah,
Yeah, I'm still friends with the guy who bought my silver railroad too. It's
oh,
funny.
that's awesome.
Yeah, right. And it's nice when they don't like totally like if you're gonna mod it hard and like really change it from what I had it. Like there's part of me it's like just I don't want to. It's like seeing your ex-girlfriend out in public. You wish her well,
Yeah,
but you really don't want to run into her.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kept it the same. That's great. Yeah.
So you get this thing. I think one of the things, this was a lesson I learned from you. And so when you had it shipped in from Virginia to Connecticut's not terrible, but
Yeah.
why bother if it's cheap enough? Do you recall what they charged you to ship it?
$200.
200 bucks, and you're only on the hook for the 200 bucks,
Yeah.
right?
That's it. Yeah,
They ship it from Virginia up to Connecticut. You get to see it in person. You'd spend more money probably in gas driving down to Virginia to see it,
for sure. Yeah.
and you save all the time. That
Yeah.
is so. Like the trick is, a couple years later, I now armed with your the lessons for you on this Mocha
Yeah.
Latte all road.
Welcome, CarMax. I hope you're listening.
Right, right. No, I mean I would like to think this is a free commercial for them, right?
Yeah,
Because
right.
because I learned something on my experience too. So I'm looking for a car for my kid, and she told me she wanted like I really didn't want to buy a Beetle. It was like a not new Beetle, you know what I mean, like the newest. But
Yeah. Yeah.
and she wanted they do like a powder blue on that car, and she's like, I want that, and it probably would have been a cheaper buy for me, but I just sold my RS6 and I had some money in my pocket. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
So we find like first year B9, so I guess it's an 18. A5 Sportback Prestige in Cumulus Blue, which is
So good.
right. It's like the blue equivalent to Mocha Latte, I think.
Yeah, I don't like blue, but that blue is
Right.
really nice. It looks great on that car.
And in that studio, it almost looked white. Like I almost scrolled past it because they don't mark it even as at least you can like search out exclusive paint in like other search engines, but not on CarMax. And so I almost scrolled past it, and then I stopped, and I was like, that might be Mocha Latte, or sorry, Cumulus Blue. And so I went through our connections to Taylor Driver and was like, run the VIN, what is it? Pulled it up, it's Cumulus. It's like, knowing what I knew from you, I had it shipped in, and at that point, I'd already told her I was shipping it in. She was about to graduate from high school,
Yeah, that's right.
right? And so I was like, all right, let's do this. But she was in love with it, right? And so it lands, and we go by the dealer, and we see it through the fence because they weren't open, and like she's super ecstatic. We go to test drive it the next day, and like, damned if it didn't smell like smoke inside. Like the
Ah,
person was a smoker.
damn. Yeah.
Right. And at that point, we're already loved and invested with the car, so we're getting it. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But like what the guy who sold my sales guy at CarMax told me was like, next time you do this, like call me, or I guess call anybody at your local CarMax, right? And they can check for you before they ship if it smells like smoke
Mm,
or
that's cool. Yeah.
whatever inside, right?
Yeah.
Because I was only, for me, it was from Chicago and it was still only 300, I don't know, 300, $350
Yeah.
from like Chicago to Pennsylvania.
It's amazing.
So like, I don't even know how they made it work. No, it did take like 5 or 6 days for this.
Yeah.
Like I was watching it, like tracking it, making its way across, and it was by no
Yeah.
means fast, right?
Yeah.
But $300, who cares?
Yeah. And it buys you time too to
Yeah,
like they give you extra time to you don't have to it's not your immediate buying it. Like you have another week until after you see it. So
right. And to CarMax's credit too, like I complained about the smoke, and they're like, well, I forget what it's called that they bomb it with something inside and like run it through the air. It changed out the air filters, like try to. It's
yeah.
starting to, the smell's starting to come down now, but it really didn't.
Oh man.
At least-
Still.
yeah, it's still a little bit. I just rode with her like last week, and she came home from college, and we went for a ride in it, and it's like not as bad. But like over the summer when she would just leave the windows up and let it bake in the sun,
Yeah. Oof.
it was terrible.
Yeah, that's
But at
rough.
some point I'm gonna hit up like Lifetime Audi and try and get like a. The last time I called Lifetime Audi when we first bought the car, they're like, "Oh, we're not getting a lot of B9 stuff yet, so keep
Yeah.
trying." But I'd love to get like a set of like I don't know S4 seats or
Yeah. Yeah.
the smell's probably on like stuff I don't want to. I don't really want to change the head
Yeah, I was gonna say the headliner.
the headliner
There might be the
now.
headliner in that bad boy.
I'd
Yeah.
love to think that if I just swapped in some RS seats, it'd be like the smell would go away. In my world, that's how that should work.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I back
Or
it.
like some watch eBay Germany, eBay.de for like the Audi
Yeah.
exclusive weirdo stuff that shows up over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like any of that stuff would totally get rid of the smoke smell.
Oh, for sure. 100%. Yeah. So with some suspension and some
Yeah, I did take her to one
Mhm.
of those like drive to survive, whatever, like one of the like the teen driving clinic
Yeah.
that Tyrac does. The name is escaping me. And
Yeah.
like so yeah,
Street survival.
street survival. That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm the one who went through it, and you're the one who remembers. I
Yeah,
appreciate
we
that.
sponsor it. So
Oh, do you?
yeah, yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
It's an actually so for another organization that totally deserves a commercial for whomever might be listening, like that program is phenomenal, and it's put on by I guess Tire Rack underwrites it, but like
Yeah.
so that you guys too do too, and that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Um, but when we went, it was a BMW Club managed event, but like her instructor was a Porsche Club guy who like just liked to instruct and kind of was a walk on. Like I think that's one of the neat things. We saw that at Audi Club too, where like if our members wanted to get involved, but like their chapter wasn't doing an event, like well, they're happy to support and like SCCA I think is part of it, and a number of clubs support that event
Yeah.
or that
Yeah.
series of events, and they're all
Yeah,
over this country.
I think BMW Club is the biggest. I think they're actually the organizers for it.
Okay.
The background, yeah, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. And if yeah, your kids aren't old enough yet, but once they start driving, like she definitely learned that day, like a ton of things, like pushed her way beyond her comfort level.
Yeah,
And she's not really there yet for like a, like a maybe a teen driving clinic, but not there for like the driving instruction that happens at like car clubs and stuff. Like we'll
yeah,
get there.
yeah.
But yeah, maybe she's ready for the suspension now. So
It's only gonna help, It'll help the
yeah.
reaction if someone's on the road. It's safety.
Right. What did you do on yours? I see it's lowered. Is that coils or is that
Yeah, coilovers. Yeah, I have H&R coilovers on it.
did you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
did my B8. I did. I can't say it handled well, but it was like H&R lowering springs on like the all-road shocks.
hmm
And it kind of worked well. It just
Yeah,
great ride height, very affordable option, and they were OEM shocks, but it was at that point you're kind of out of optimum, so it's
yeah. And then you got the wagon, the saggy wagon effect, which is on those. It's hard to avoid, I feel like, with springs.
it didn't at least on the B8. Mine always sat, if anything, it sat a little high in the rear. Maybe
Oh,
they were,
that's nice. Okay,
yeah. H&R lowering springs, B8 all road.
nice.
I
Yeah,
also did RS4 rear sway.
nice. Yeah, I just put 034 Motorsports. I have a S4 front and 034 in the back.
Nice. I dig those
Yeah,
cars.
I haven't done too much to it. I've done like stage one APR intake, um, 034, just like resonator delete, which I definitely want to put a full exhaust on it because the resonator delete it doesn't really do it for me. It's cool. It gives
No.
it a little something, but just my old all road had a Borla on it and it was probably too loud, but I kind of miss it.
Yeah. I kind of like the um I get none of the P9s had it. Maybe the RSs like the if you like button controlled, if I could turn it on,
Yeah. Yes.
that's great. But when it's like if I'm at a car show or cars and coffee or whatever, I love being able to make it louder. But in daily life, it's funny. Like I always felt this going to Waterfest, right? Like Waterfest or SEMA, my expectations for what a car needed to be were like whatever, and then I get in real life and you drive to like drop the kids off at soccer, and you're like, I'm a moron. You know what I mean?
Yes, that was my old all road. I had that exhaust on there for probably 5 years of owning that car, and it was way too loud. But it was, yeah, I'd be pulling up to school in the morning, just like, just so loud. This, what am I doing?
Yeah, it's when your kids start taking flack for your hooligan car that like
Yeah,
you start to feel bad. All
yeah,
right, so you guys also have this purple S5 at
yep.
FCP. It's like a demo, I guess, demonstrating parts and whatever else. It's in a lot of your videos.
Yeah, yeah. So that's another one. We built that. We built out the B9 catalog really substantially this year. That was a big
Right.
focus for us. So we bought that car to test parts on and then make all the content with and the buyer's guide and the diagnostic guide. And we filmed a ton of DIYs with that car. And then we did a bunch to it. And now we kind of just have it to take around to events. And it might be going up for sale soon.
What was the story on that car? Where'd you get it?
Um, we found it randomly. So we were looking, we have this group chat, probably like 15 people in it at work. We're always obviously just hunting for cars. So when we're actually going to hunt for a car for FCP Euro, it is, you have all of the nerds come, like people are 24/7 just hunting for the right car.
No, no, is that something you put out you're just talking about your staff, or is that something you put
Yeah,
out
just staff. Yeah, yeah. So just internal, we had like a group like the Audi catalog team and then a few of us in marketing. and we're like hunting for the right B9. We wanted an S5. We're hoping for a facelift like 2020.
Right.
Um, but I found this one. I think it was in I think it was in Chicago, maybe. It was just a random used car dealer. I found it on Auto Trader, and it was like, wait a second here. This is velvet purple. This is this is
Is it
not.
velvet? I was
Yeah,
wondering if it was that or Merlin.
yeah. I initially thought it was Merlin, and then like from the photos, it really looked like Merlin. And then
Velvet's more rare, I think, isn't it?
yeah, yeah. But turns out we ran the code and it was velvet purple, and we were like, yep, this is the one. We're buying it. And it was beat when we got it. It was the
Was
paint
it?
was yeah, like you could tell it was just went to the car wash every week. It was the paint was really bad, but we had a paint correction done on it and fixed everything possible on that car, and it's beautiful. Yeah, it's so nice.
Did you
Yeah.
find, all right, not to beat up on CarMax, but did you find like mine, I almost didn't recognize the wheels that were on my daughter's car. And then like, I did realize it's because they're polished with two-tone normally, and they had just did like a terrible respray, hyper silver, like
Yeah.
fast, get it out. Like there were a
Yeah.
couple things repairs. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
probably
No,
like your
this one just didn't have the repairs done,
okay.
which is perfect. I mean that the oil pan, like the belly pan was dragging off when it came off the truck, and it was there was multiple oil leaks. It was, which is that's what we want. We're like, yes,
Right.
it's rolling off the truck. We're looking at it, and you see, you're like, oh yeah, this thing is hurting. We're
It's a
gonna,
good specimen for you, what you guys are doing.
it's perfect. Yeah, yeah, it's great.
I will say, if you're looking for another, you wanted a facelift, although it's a 24 and they want too much money for it, in my opinion. But I have one stage for tomorrow that's Cumulus Blue 24 S5 Sportback.
Nice.
And we ran one today. Man, would I love to grab this one. It's an RS5 competition that's I've only ever seen one other Audi exclusive RS5 comp in the US because at that point that's a six-figure car.
Yeah,
New,
yeah,
right?
yep, yep.
There's a purple one, I think it's Chicago. He's big on Instagram. I can't remember his username.
Mhm.
And then this one I found in California that's Porsche chalk on a 24 RS5 comp.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's a beautiful combo. Yeah, that's
right?
great. Yeah, damn, I love that color.
And I don't
Chalk.
think I think I'm fairly certain there were very few Audi exclusives on that car. And that car with factory KWs is so good. Like I had for a brief period I had a black one and it was probably one of the best Audis I've owned.
Yeah, they are really good cars. I've driven that thing around a little bit, and yeah, it's great. It makes me want it. We're probably gonna sell it soon. We're talking to bring a trailer.
Were you?
Yeah, been talking to them, so I think we're gonna put it on there. It's our first car on the site.
Do you think you might do more and more of that? Like it seems like a
Yeah, it's something for us. Like we now that we're buying more cars to do content with, because there's cars that we buy and we'll do all the maintenance on, and then it's we've refreshed everything possible on this car.
right.
Um, and so we do kind of look for rare models anyways and be like really good specs to bring in. And so it is something where we've been talking to bring a trailer for a while, and it's like, yeah, hey, this is actually for us to keep the pipeline going. We'll keep some of them and bring them around for show cars and stuff, but we're gonna be we're doing 5 to 10 of these a year now, so it's be great to like have bring a trailer and kind of they're down to talk about it also and kind of say,
Right.
yeah,
I'd imagine like them or Cars and Bids or whomever, right? Like is given the audience you have on one hand, it's just a purple S5 Sportback, but on the other hand, there's so many people who've engaged with that content and watch it and probably thought, oh, that'd be a cool car to own,
yeah,
especially once you guys have sorted it out, right?
yeah, yeah,
That like it has enough of a following where putting it out on a national stage and putting it up for sale is probably one of the best ways to get rid of it.
definitely, yeah, yeah. And for us, it's like it's cool just to try to get it into the right hands, of
Right.
like somebody, yeah, like you were saying, right? Like a customer is the ideal. Um, for us, so like that's just a great way to do it versus, throwing it on marketplace or something.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, totally.
yeah, yeah.
Is that something I will say this, and I'm gonna well, maybe you already have a solution. Um, but giving a pitch for Dan on this one. I have a friend locally who does auction listings
Mhm.
for clients. So doing what Dan's doing.
Yep.
And it's surprising how much of a difference it makes because like when you're on there to answer all the questions. Well, you guys may have people already prepped for that anyway, but like answering all the questions, getting all the right photographs, getting it all like the
Yeah.
cadence out there.
Yep.
It's surprising to watch what a difference that makes because I think we've all thought, man, I could just sell something on BAT and it'd be great. But
Yeah.
like there's a science to it and it definitely makes a difference in the transaction price.
Totally. Yeah, it really does. Yep. That stuff is super important.
Yeah.
Yep. It's cool that he's doing that.
Yeah, I wish Dan Luck and his, there are a lot of people jumping in on that, right? Like I heard Matt Farah is, like there are enough people jumping into it now that like I wonder how much of a market there is for doing that full time, but
Yeah. It's
it
cool.
definitely makes a difference.
Yeah. Yep. And then you kind of get a name as like a good curator and,
Yeah,
get a, people know if you're on there and you're listing it,
right.
it's legit.
That's like my buddy Adam now just like turns down cars. Like if he thinks it's a bad choice, like it's how it reps him now, right? Like he almost needs a second account where like, yeah, I'll run it for you, but not on my main account
Yeah.
because there's a certain level now of trust in him when he lists a car that he's not going to list a roach.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
cool. That's cool to see that take on its own whole life.
right.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a photo of the B9 for you.
The purple one
Yeah.
is it on your on FCP's account?
It is. We're about to do a shoot with it, so it hasn't been talked about a lot on there.
I know I saw it at Low Show.
Yeah, I was at Low Show.
Gray interior, huh?
Yep. Which I was initially offended by, quite honestly. But it works really well in that car.
Yeah, my kid's Cumulus A5 has gray as well.
Yep.
And I'm not sure how I feel about that. I love it if it were like black. I can even live with brown. I think brown on that color would be kind of cool, but
Yeah.
not
Agreed.
red. Not red and not red.
Yeah.
I hate it when people do that. Like get a Nagara blue car and then they throw red in it and you're like, what are you
It's like
doing?
Superman. It's a
Right.
Superman car now.
You
Yeah.
went from like the best spec to like the worst spec.
Yeah, please, like everybody just relax with the red interiors. It's not.
Right? Red is maybe okay on like a neutral color, like black, white,
Yeah,
silver,
black, white. Yeah, for
maybe
sure. Yeah.
gray.
Dark gray, it looks pretty good on too.
Yeah.
Red on any type of bright color is wild. Yeah.
I'll give you the only other color I would do red on is red, but they
Yeah.
don't do that, right?
Nope. I haven't
So,
seen.
I mean, Ferrari did it with the F40, I'm just saying. But
And the BMW in the 90s, I mean, they were doing that on the M3s, right? Like they would
red,
do
red?
not red, but they would do like Laguna Seca, but they would do the same, they would color match the interior, which
Yeah.
I didn't know about that somehow until I think last year, getting talking to some of the BMW guys at work, and it was like, wait a second, what? Laguna Seca blue interior also? I had no idea.
Actually, we just ran, unfortunately, it's an automatic, but Will just put up today, I think, it was like a blue exterior individual 318 compact, like TI, with like yellow interior.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right.
I
It's
like
in
that.
Germany, of course, but
Yeah.
and it has like M Sport wheels and M Technique, like bodywork and all that, but
Yeah.
it's an automatic. Like, well, if you're going to put all that money into, why would you buy such a terrible
Yeah.
spec
Yeah.
transmission?
That's true. I do love a loud interior.
I love it. My new thing is either liking doing tailored. I'm just getting jaded on like crazy colors and whatever.
Yeah.
And so I'm either big on like matching interiors, like every F40 built from the factory was red on red, right? Or
Yeah.
like green over green cars, blue over blue cars, brown over brown. Like your car with a brown interior would look pretty sweet, in my opinion.
Yeah. I actually saw a cyan beige one with a brown interior.
Ooh,
It was a 20.
all road.
Yeah. It was a CarMax. It was a CarMax one. This was like
Maybe I saw
a
this
year
one.
and a half ago. It was right after I got mine, and I was like, damn, it was a 2020 or 2021, and they wanted a really,
Yeah,
I think they wanted like 40 or 45 for it, and it was nice. Yeah,
yeah.
the
CM
combo
is.
was a good combo.
I had that on an e-tron, and what because it was offered on the e-tron as a standard color,
Remember that? Yeah.
right? And it was like Audi chalk, right? A little more brown
Yep.
than chalk, but like it was so good. And
Yeah. It's a great color.
Yeah, that plus brown. We had brown, Cappy brown on the interior on that thing too, and it
Oh,
got so many
really?
compliments that car all the time. Yeah,
Yeah, I wanted that thing. That thing was great.
that would have been cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I would do color over color. Or the other thing, like if I'm building my fantasy 911 right now, like I would do, I'm almost inclined to do like forgettable silver on the outside and then weirdo spec interior, right? Like green leather.
Love that.
Yeah.
It's
Like
great.
that only you know, right? Like because everybody's getting PTS now, and like honestly, it's pretty amazing to watch the Porsche world, like the things that are getting built.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I feel like now what was that like? Will Barber used to use this line with me. Where like, I'm not going to say who, but there was a tuner out in California who would be like, any asshole can afford a, an S4 or whatever,
Yeah.
whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like LA problems, right? But
Yep.
like, but yeah, where I'm going with that is it seems like in the Porsche world, any asshole can afford a PTS 911. So that's why you
Yeah.
flip it around and go forgettable on the outside and inside is what blows people's minds.
I agree. Yeah, I love that. I had that Biagini and that had that sky blue Alcantara interior and it was white with that just super bright sky blue interior. It was incredible, out of control. Like,
So
yeah,
so the Biagini was so you sold that by the way, and
sold
that
it. Yeah.
and if I remember correctly, that was a Mark 1 cabriolet
Yeah.
with custom
Basically.
bodywork.
Yeah, yeah. Well, custom from the factory. So it was a coach built car from Italy. And it
So
was
they would buy cabs from Carmen and then rebuild them.
they bought them. I'm not, it's a strange and fabled legacy here. It's
Yeah,
they made between 60 and 300 of them is the numbers, which is hilarious. It's like the widest.
that is pretty wide.
Yeah, but they were buying the bodies
Estimate.
from like early 90s. They were buying them from Volkswagen directly. And then they did Fiat Panda headlights,
Mm.
Opel Cadet taillights. Underneath was Mark II Golf Country. So
So it was
same
all-wheel drive.
suspension, everything. Yeah, it was Mark II Country. And then factory Recaro seats, factory Nardi wheel. Um, it's crazy. Such a random assortment of
And that white over blue Alcantara, that was factory
factory.
Biagini.
Total. That thing was stock. All I did was the wheels and the yellow Hella fog lights.
That's
That was it.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like a random corner of the Volkswagen world, man. I mean, like, you know,
Yeah, that was one
like,
where nobody knew what it was, and like I remember I got it and I debuted it in like down at Helen, and then I brought it back here and I took it to Radwood at the Greenwich Concourse, like just messing around, like oh, just, like that's cool, like people are gonna be like, what the hell is this thing? And it won, and it
did it
was like,
really?
and there was like a a roof that was a cover car in the 90s. There was an F40. There was like some really serious stuff there, and they were like, "Oh, this is the rarest car here that you'll see." And it's like, I mean, it's rare. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's for sure. Yeah,
Between 60 and 300.
yeah, yeah. Between 60 and 300.
Even more
Yeah.
rare if they're only 60 built.
Yeah, yeah. Only one ever in the US also.
Is
So,
it really?
yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that was an obscure one, man. That was the you get the most hardcore Volkswagen guys. Like I had no idea this existed. Like what
Right.
is yeah, because I mean it was 90% Volkswagen, right? Like
Yeah.
pretty much everything but the front
And
end was custom and the flares, but
I feel like there aren't a lot of rocks in the Volkswagen world to turn over at this point. Like,
no, no. I
mm,
turned it over with the Biagini, bringing that here. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Like that takes there's like the Corrado wagons. What were those things called? Remember those? Like
Yes.
John Cure brought in?
There was the pair of them, right?
Right.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
like those, and then there's like the Biagini.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although there are only two of those
Yeah.
Corrados, but they're both in the country now, which means there's one more than the Biagini.
This is true. This is true. Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah, it's in the fish collection in Chicago now. So
It, is it really?
yeah, yeah,
Well played.
yeah, yeah. The right at home with all the other beautiful white cars he's got.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the only one with blue Alcantara interior.
This is true. Yeah.
Love
Definitely.
it.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, I mean, I can keep talking, but I don't want to keep you up all night either. And it's already like, no, it's almost 10.
It's all good. I can keep talking too.
Yeah. Well, it's good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you, man. Yeah.
Gotta figure out more reasons to get out. I didn't go to Long Reef. It was pretty good.
It was good. Yeah. We actually had a
Unplanned.
call with the owner of Lime Rock today because there were some issues.
Oh,
Some
well, hold on. Why don't I say, hey, it's been nice. I'm gonna stop recording. Is that
Oh,
cool?
okay. Okay. No, yeah, we'll keep this part out, but we can say bye
All right.
first.
All right, man. Well, thanks for everything.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice chat.
Yeah, man.
The Four Rings, If You Know You Know podcast is part of the Weekly Driver podcast series. For more news and features about Audi, visit the Four Rings If You Know You Know website at oooiykyk.com. That's 4OSIYKYK.com. There you can also subscribe to the Four Rings If You Know You Know Substack newsletter that will keep the latest Audi news and features coming straight to your inbox. Four Rings, If You Know You Know, is an independent production and not affiliated with the Audi brand. If you know, you know.